Hello my beautiful Bitterroots, welcome to my channel, and today I have my project Palette Roulette update for you guys. So, first of all, we have my, oh, I caught it just before it fell, and I literally caught it like this. That would have been bad. No. So anyway, we have my Cargo Vintage Escapes palette. I wanted to hit pan so bad in this thing with my project, and I didn't hit pan. I do have pan, artificial pan, because I poked a needle in it, but these pans are so stinking deep, but I didn't make it. But I wanted to show you what my palette looked like after working on it for 3 months. But I am ready to draw a new palette and get moving on. So here's what I have. Harvest Moon, as you can see, I have a nice big dent in it. I don't know if you can see that. Cuddle, I have a nice big dent in that as well. Frolic, I didn't use. Cinnamon, I used a little bit. Twigs, I used quite a bit in the corner. Black Crow, didn't use. Chestnut, didn't use. Rustic, used a little bit here and there. Withered Leaves, I used it right in this corner, just a little bit. Autumn, I used a lot in that corner. Hot Cocoa, I used a lot. And Crisp, I used a lot as well. So here's my palette. And I think I did pretty good, you know, working on it for 3 months. Didn't hit my goal, of course, but you know, I got use of this palette. I also found out the best ways of using this palette. I know how it works. A lot of these got used because they were in a specific project, and so only specific shades I was trying to work on. And then the other stuff I had in different projects, the same type of colors, so that's why I never touched them. But other than that, this palette's just going to stay in my collection because this is definitely a palette that I love to grab in the fall. And so, yeah. But I'm ready to be done. I'm so ready to be done. Now, this one is something that I'm going to be working on throughout the whole year, so you'll be seeing monthly updates with this one. This is my Naked Smoky palette. This is what I have on my eyes today. And here is my progress for this month. I don't know if you can see any sort of progress at all. I've been working in 13 Combust and Whiskey a lot. And then I've also been working in, what is it, Slanted, which is this one right here, this gray. And Dirty, Sweet, and High, I have also been working on. So those are the shades that I've been really focusing on. You'll see a dot above the ones that I've been working on. I don't know if you can see there's a dot on the top of the palette. Let's do this, clean it all up. There's 5 colors I've been working on. Whiskey is the only one that does not have a dot above it, but I've been working on everything here that has a dot, except for, and I've been working on Whiskey even though it doesn't have a dot. But yeah, I'm very, oh, and then I've been working on Smolder a lot, which is the purple. I've been working a lot with Smolder, so yeah. Now, to try to get through majority of my palettes, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to random.org and I'm going to choose 1 to 2 more palettes depending on the size of the palette. If I pick one of my small, like 3 shade palettes, I am going to use random.org and I'm going to pick another one, even if it's a big palette. Just because I have, you know, 41 palettes here, and I want to try to use up as many, try to get through and use, you know, have proper use out of all my palettes. You know, use my palettes for a month. in conjunction with my other palette. So yeah, let's use random.org and let's see what comes up. 1 to 41 right there. Can you read that? And we're gonna click generate. Did I click it? Ah, I have used my quota. Excuse me, how could I have used my quota? It says I've used my quota at random.org. That's a lie, because I don't use this program. How in the world can I use my quota if I don't even use it? Okay, so we're going to use Google. It says 10, but it says 1 to 10. Well, we're not doing that. We're going to click on 41 and we're going to click generate. 19. 19 is Julep RSVP palette. Okay. It's this one right here. And is this my darker one? No, this is not my darker one. So Julep RSVP palette looks like so. So there's a lot of nude shades in here. And I think this will be a good addition to the Naked Smoky palette, as this has more mattes in it. This is what the two palettes look like. There was a brush in there. This is what the two palettes look like together. So I think that this would be a great accompaniment. For instance, you know, there's only 4 matte shades in this palette. And they're very cool toned. And there's a lot more warmer shades in here. 13 and Anticipate are very similar. And Combust and Unroot are very similar. Whiskey and I'd have to say Breathless are very similar. But this one seems a little more, I don't know. There's a lot of similarities, but there's a lot of differences as well. So I think I can work, I can do this. I can do this. There's a lot of, you know, let's see. Let me check on Smolder and Rhapsody. I gotta look at these two colors together. So Smolder's on my middle finger and Rhapsody is on my ring finger. So Smolder, when you brush it out on your hand, looks almost, so this one's Smolder and this is Rhapsody. Smoky palette, RSVP palette. There's just a lot more nude shades in this one that I can use for blending, which will be great. I will be able to use these shades for blending out to use with my Naked Smoky palette. So I will make it work. I'll make it work. I almost want a colorful palette as well. I don't know. I want some colorful. I'm trying to think on if I should grab some color, you know? I wonder if I should grab some singles and just grab a few singles and add to them. Let me go grab some singles to see. Let me go through my singles, see what I can find. Okay, so I grabbed 3 eyeshadow singles to add in this just because I need a little bit of color just to play a little bit. So I'm also thinking about going into spring as well, and maybe playing with some Valentine's looks. So I picked out Cargo in the shade Provence. I love this shade. This is so beautiful. I don't know if you can see that. It is so beautiful. It is a lilac. I don't know, lilac-y. Kind of has like a blue, like duochrome kind of esque to it. Then I'm also picking out Milani and Bella Pink, just because there isn't a true pink shade in the bunch. Right there. And Bella Sky, which is this baby blue. I'm just ready to be in pastels, but I'm also looking at the icy colors as well, because winter I'm thinking of icy colors, so I think I can do like icy looks with, especially with the blue and the pink, just because both of those palettes are very neutral in my book, and I like to have palettes with color in it. I love palettes with color in it. I don't, palettes that are just neutral or kind of blah to me. They don't speak to me, and having to wear those for a month, both of them, would kind of be like, wah, wah, wah. I need something else. So between that and my different colored eyeliners, I think I could probably make it through the month because that palette worried me. But I'll make it work. So thank you guys for joining me in this hashtag Let's Get Naked. No. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.